Okay, so I've got my cables in. Now, unfortunately, I've had to use two cables, a separate power, 10 meters here. That goes to the transformer box to convert 12 volts to 5.8 volts, which allows it to charge the phone as well as keep it running with the apps running, it's streaming at the same time. So it seems that one power supply wasn't enough to drive both items. The camera would keep cutting out. So yeah, so I got the strap on, safety strap on, that spins around obviously. I've put some rubber bands on the end here, stop phone sliding out. So I guess I'm gonna end up having to tip it as I'm trying to screw extra poles on slightly, so I've got to be careful. So yeah, also that started spinning around, and I tried to ankle it here with extra cable. It should work. So we've got to unscrew it there and then add each of these up. That raises it up above the house, and then it's got to be bolted onto the outside table that's near the house here, except for it's been junked up. Where that orange thing is probably where the tripod will go, although I could put it closer to the window here, couldn't I, near the drain, and use this side of the bench. But the straps that I've ordered for Velcro, which would go between the planks here, because you can see it's a very sturdy table, that's going to act as a good anchor point for the tripod. Hasn't arrived, and when I checked the order thing, customs sent it back to China because they hadn't filled in the paperwork properly. How stupid is that? When it could be filled in with fax. They wanted his signature. Surely that could have been done by facsimile. So, facsimility, what is it called? Oh, I can't remember what the term is. Yeah, so I got the LAN cable there, which is a grey one, which is supposed to be a dual connector. One for LAN cable, one for power, and I had a splitter cable that come with it. One of those to split it off 4 ways. Didn't work. So I had to get 2 power supplies, grunty ones. 3 amp there for the phone, and this is a 5 amp for the camera, but it can't drive 2 things at once. So I'll probably connect it there on the router, like I've got it set up here, and plug it into the wall socket and run it through the window at the back of this chair here and go to the table, hopefully, then upwards. I won't be able to put it through the door because it'll probably cut the cable off when people try and close the door. But if you leave a little gap in the window, generally they don't notice. So yeah, I had it powered up yesterday, swinging it around with the software. Tried to make a heat. Is that pausing it? Or was that starting a new one? So I made a heat sink here with the rubber bands, because it's very hot outside still. So, piece of aluminium, hopefully reflect the light, absorb some of the heat. that will go on top of the camera. Hopefully. It might be too thick. I've noticed since it's been outside that it's been deforming this bag, which is not a good thing. Shows how hot it was outside that day. So I might have to make a thin piece of cardboard with some reflective tape, which we got special tape. It's so hard not to bump when you're recording on these stupid phones. Good cameras, but too many buttons on the side. They should need like 0 buttons or an option to disable any buttons. For sausage fingers like I've got. Anyway, you can see there the velcroed a metal bracket which I can wind the cable around. I may do that with the other one too. I don't think it's going to stay nice and neat. Yeah, so it's do-it-yourself Kiwi style. At the moment you can see that the power plug to the phone is dangling down there. And I'm trying to put more weight over this side to counteract the weight of the camera. But yeah, I wish it was like a pump telescopic, but we couldn't find anything online. Rather than having to unscrew it and join it together, that's when things go wrong. So I'll probably store it like that in the house in the corner till I'm using it. You can see we've got a light shade in the background there, flimsy looking thing. Yeah, this is really solid. But you'd think they would have some sort of anchor system, you know, like some plastic things you put around the shafts at the bottom that you fill it with water. Or I suppose I could use some batteries, old batteries. Lots of lead in them. But I think once I put the Velcro strap around those 3 braces there around the wood, I don't think it's going to move anywhere. But it's just, it means it's going to be a wee bit of effort setting it up each time. And then unscrewing it and then making it higher. And then join it back together, then unstrap it. So yeah, more testing to still do.